For our next unit, we are going to revisit fractions. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, QEIDK10, that is our code to get into our Math Google Classroom. So if you are not already a part of our Math Google Classroom, I want you to take a minute and write that down right now. So next time you go to Google Classroom, you can join. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of review. What is a fraction? So pause the video for a moment and speak with your neighbor about what you think a fraction is. Hopefully you said that a fraction in some way or another is part over the whole, which we call the numerator and the denominator. So the part here would be one piece of pizza out of all 8 slices has been eaten. Over here, we can use part of a set. So in this set of pizzas, 2 of them have tomatoes. So we could say 2, the part out of the whole 4, 2/4 have tomatoes, or as we know, 2/4 is the same as 1/2. 1/2 of the pizzas have tomatoes. So in this unit, we're not going to just talk about identifying fractions, but we're also going to talk about adding and subtracting fractions. So think about for a minute, what does the word sum mean? Okay, hopefully you're saying that sum means to add. Okay, so what is the sum of the shaded values below? So you're going to be thinking, okay, what fraction is this? And what fraction is this? So the fraction here would be 3 out of 6, so 3/6. The fraction here is 2 out of 6. So basically you kind of want to think, if we were to move these colored in boxes over here, how many total colored in boxes would there be? And then write that as a fraction. So if we add all of our colored in boxes over here, we would get 5/6. 5/6. Okay, this one says, what is the difference of the shaded values below? So if sum means we add, then difference means we, subtract. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to think about subtracting whatever is over here from whatever is over here. So in this one you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 out of the 5 pieces are shaded here. Over here, you only have 1 out of the 5 pieces shaded. So basically what you're saying is 4/5 minus 1/5 equals what? So you're going to want to pretend like you're taking this one piece away from here. So if we take this out, we are left with 3 out of the total 5, 3/5. So 4/5 minus 1/5 equals 3/5. All right, let's talk about some chocolate here. Miss George is sharing this chocolate bar. She gave 4/12 to Miss Crane. She gave 3/12 to Miss Jones. How much of the chocolate bar does Miss George have left? Okay. So think about it. Are we going to be adding or subtracting if it says have left? Good. We're going to be subtracting. So let's see her chocolate bar here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here are 12ths. She gave 4 of them to Miss Crane, 3 of them to Miss Jones. So how many does she have left? Good. She has 5 of these little pieces left, but out of how many? Remember, we're talking about a fraction of a bar here, not individual chocolate bars. 5/12. We can check our work. Is 5 plus 4 plus 3 equal our total? Oops. 12? Yes, it does. Okay, try this next one on your own. Pause the video for a moment and try to figure this out in your math journals. Okay, so you should be thinking, what fraction is this? And what fraction is this? And it's asking for the sum. Always want to pay attention to our key words here. Okay, so the fraction of shaded value here is 4/6. I always like to write it out too, just to keep that clear in my head. Plus 2/6. Oh, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I miscounted. 4/8. Sorry about that. 4/8 plus 2/8 is going to give us how many eighths? So basically we're thinking about bringing these pieces over here. So if we did that, we'd color in these two, and there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8. So hopefully that is what you're getting. Okay, now we have a multiple choice one. This one's a little bit different. We're finding the sum, so pause the video for a moment and think about what is the answer to this question. That last choice is 1/4. So we're thinking about adding this part and this part over here. So what's going to end up happening here? You're right, we're going to get more than a whole because we have that would fit here. Then we still have this extra one here. So that would mean we're going to need one of our mixed numbers, a whole plus a part of a whole. So which mixed number would it be? Very good. 1 and 1/4. This is Stephanie's birthday cake. Daniel ate 2/10 and Peter ate 3/10 of her cake. How much is left over? So if we're having someone eat it, it's left over. Are we adding or subtracting? Good, we're going to subtract from our total here, okay? So let's make sure we have 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Daniel ate 2/10. Peter ate 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 our answer? No. 5/10. However, is that one of our choices? So your next question should be, did I do this correctly, or does one of these choices equal 5/10? And as we know, 5 is half of 10, so our answer has to be 1/2. Remember those equivalent fractions. Okay, I want to point out something else here. Notice that when we added them together, did our denominator change? No, it did not. We were talking about the same denominator for both. So if you're adding or subtracting with the same denominator, all you do is leave that denominator alone. That's going to be in your answer, the same denominator. But your numerator, you just add it together and put it over your same denominator. Easy, short trick. Okay, let's try our trick here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and you can probably clearly see that half of it is shaded here. So we know that that is 4/8. We want to add that to 6/8. Okay, are we going to go over one whole? Yeah. So let's fill this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one whole. We're trying to get to 6, so we have 2/8 left. Does anybody know an equivalent fraction to 2/8? Yeah, could be 1 and 1/4. Now if we did our trick, we would do 4/8 plus 6/8. Leave our denominator the same. 4 plus 6 is 10. So if our larger number is on top, then we know that's called an improper fraction, and we know that it's going to need to turn into a mixed number. So 8/8 would be our one whole. We have 2 left because it's 10. So 1 and 2/8, or 1 and 1/4. All right, we're just going to try one more. Let's try a difference problem, okay, using our new trick. So this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5/6 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of 6, 2/6. All right, let's leave our denominator the same. 5 minus 2 is, good, 3. So we have 3/6. Can anybody think of an equivalent fraction? That's right, 1/2. Okay, so today we are just going to practice adding and subtracting fractions that have the same denominator. You're going to be working on a worksheet on your own, and then you will have the choice of 2 different games to play with a buddy. Have a great day.